What is up, lads? Today we have another video. It's my most anticipated games of 2023. So if you know me and you know what I enjoy playing, you could easily guess probably the top two, let alone maybe even the top three. But we're still gonna make this. I'm gonna mention like my top, like 6, 7, and then we'll go my like most anticipated, which kind of already given away, which you can see on my damn shirt. But either way, we're getting right into it since there's a lot of games to talk about. Like picking these 10. I was like, I'm getting all these 10. I'm still leaving out like 5, 10 other games that like I will most likely also get. Either way, the first like really big game coming out this year in February is Wild Hearts that I really want. It looks super fun. It's basically just Monster Hunter, but just EA's take on it. And it looks pretty big budget. It looks similar to Rise for like the samurai, like Japanese traditional theme. But it looks sick. I want more co-op games to play with people. So that's definitely one that I really want to check out. And I really hope that it doesn't flop or that it's not really janky. Because those type of like Monster Hunter games can be really janky and buggy just because of like the types of games they are. So I'm looking out for that one. But that's definitely like on my list of things that I really want to try. So Wo Long is coming out March 17th, I believe, like right around my birthday. And that is basically from the people of Nioh 1 and 2. And that's just pretty much looks similar to Nioh. I haven't played Nioh myself. I want to play the first 2 games before Wo Long, since, Wo Long, the demo was also sick. And I've seen some Nioh stuff, so just Wo Long seemed basically just like Nioh, but just better. So, I'll play Nioh 1 and 2 before that comes out. But Wo Long looks sick. It was fun. The demo was great. It was hard. It's a Soulsborne game. It's kind of there. It does what it does. Next 2, we don't really have a date for yet, but it's confirmed to be out this year. Obviously, they can get delayed, but the first 2 we're going to do is Silksong and Spider-Man. So Silksong got announced at last year's E3, the Microsoft E3 event, and they said every single game at this E3 will be coming out in the next 12 months. So that was in June. We're currently in January. We have not heard a single lick of information on Silksong since the trailer came out. So will it be coming out this year still? I don't know. I don't care. I need Silksong. We've been waiting. How long have we been waiting for this shit, man? I don't know. Either way, when is it coming out? I need it. I'm excited for it. I'm looking forward to it. That's why I'm putting it here with Spider-Man. But please give us news on that shit, dude. Either way, Silksong is on there. Spider-Man 2. We got a announcement a couple weeks ago that it's coming out officially in the fall of this year. And so PS5 only, but we're like, that's it? No trailer? I don't know if they're holding out for like a February state of play, maybe, because Nintendo usually has a direct in February, so maybe they're doing a similar state of play in February. Either way, PlayStation doesn't have much on the horizon for exclusives, so Spider-Man 2 is like the next really big one that I can think off the top of my head, so they probably should have a state of play showing off some gameplay. Either way, we got that teaser for it like, 2 years ago now? A year and a half ago? And it looks sick. Miles and Peter, Venom, Kraven the Hunter and shit. So, it looks dope. Can't wait for that. The first game was great. Miles Morales was also phenomenal. So, yeah, Spider-Man 2 and Silksong. All right, next 4 things. We're going to keep it going here. We're going to keep this quick. Atomic Hearts comes out in February. That was meant to come out this year, or 2022, a week ago, or last year. And it got delayed because I think it's a pretty damn small dev team. But basically, that's just like Fallout, but it just looks like a Bethesda game, like Fallout. But like with a Russian, I don't know, man. It looks like Fallout, but just better. Honestly, it looks pretty sick. It's going to be on Game Pass. Wo Long is also on Game Pass. A nice chunk of these, or at least a couple of these, will be on Game Pass, which is amazing because that will save me the money from buying it. Because buying all these games, this is at least $600, $700 on video games this year. And that is absolutely... And the next 3 things, which actually we have not much news on any 3 of them. Well, we kind of do, but we don't have any set release dates as in a month. We just have a time span. But first things first, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. That is probably the most info we have out of these 3 games. And so that is coming out of winter of this year. So winter of this year is December, January 24, March, and February of 24. So I'm hoping and I'm coping that Rebirth comes out December of this year. If it doesn't, that's okay. That's fine. Either way, we're going to be getting in it 1 year from now. We will either be playing Rebirth, be done with playing Rebirth, or we will be about to play Rebirth. But the next 2 things we don't really know much on, but we kind of, saw some stuff on it recently. Pikmin 4, the direct in September, I believe. We got an announcement saying that it's still happening. You're playing as first person, or the perspective of the little, I don't know. It looks pretty cool. It looks kind of like they're trying to change up the formula for the Pikmin games and make it like a little different. I don't really know. Either way, that looks pretty sick. I didn't play any of the Pikmin games actually, but I'll play 3 Deluxe if 4 is soon to come out. There's a lot of sales on 3 Deluxe. So either way, Pikmin 4 looks cool. I'm excited for that. I'm probably more excited for Pragmata, which Pragmata was announced 2.5, 3 years ago at like the PS5, like showing off like what we have for next gen showcase, and that's from Capcom. And if you don't know, Capcom's kind of been like popping the fuck off recently, like Monster Hunter Rise, DMC5, Street Fighter 6 now, Resident Evil 4 remake, Resident Evil 2 remake, Resident Evil 3 remake. People didn't like it, but I thought it was good. Like Capcom's been doing pretty damn good. So like Pragmata, it's by like a younger team of devs, I think they said, but it got delayed till so like early last year or maybe of 2021. It got delayed to this year, and they said they needed a lot more time. So hopefully this E3, maybe TGS this year. I don't know if it's coming out this year still, but I think it's slated for this year. Either way, we'll see. But it looks cool. You're in space, and you got this like girl next to you, and she looks like she got some like psychic powers and shit. I don't know. It looks pretty dope. It looks like some Death Stranding shit, but it looks cool. All right, so the top 3. We're gonna wrap this up because the video is kind of long. So, if you know me, you look at my shirt and you've seen my reaction videos, you'll probably easily guess 2 of them. And if you've kept up with the streams of the past year and a half, you probably could also guess number 3. Either way, number 3 and number 2 is going to be Resident Evil 4 Remake and Final Fantasy 16. Keep in mind, 16 and then number 1, which is Tears of the Kingdom, the Breath of the Wild sequel. They're kind of right next to each other. Like, actually, hold up. RE4 Remake looks fucking sick. I played all the RE games, all the mainline ones, except for 6. And like the OG RE4, not really a big fan. I loved 7. I loved Village. I played the DLC recently as well. But I loved 2 Remake. I really did like. I liked 3 Remake. I don't know, people don't like it, but I thought it was good. But the OG 4, honestly, I wasn't feeling when I played it. I played through all of it. Just it was tank controls I wasn't a fan of, and just I don't know. It just was not hitting like any of the other RE games I played personally, which is blasphemy to say. I know, but RE4 Remake looks so good. And then boom, the last 2, FF16, like I mentioned, and Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. Not much really to talk about with these 2 games. Breath of the Wild is one of my favorite games of all time. FF16, I love Final Fantasy 7 Remake. FF14, FF9, which FF9 Remake is one of like the last 2 games on the Nvidia leak that we got like 2 years ago that has not been announced yet, and everything else has happened and been released and is real. So this year, FF9 Remake, if that gets announced, that would be probably one of my easily most anticipated games, because FF9 is my favorite FF game if you don't count 14 and 7 Remake. It's currently January 4th. We should be getting a Nintendo Direct in about a month and a half, 5 weeks, give or take, right? And it should be majorly on Tears of the Kingdom. We should be getting 10 minutes of gameplay, a collector's edition announcement, a box art. We should be getting basically all the news on the game ever, other than like more in-depth gameplay. But we should be getting a nice chunk of gameplay, hands-on. Like, we should be getting a Switch limited edition announcement, probably, because that got leaked as well. But we gotta get some shit on that, dude. It's in 5 months, and they're holding out for some damn reason. It's been literally, the second game has taken longer to release than the first game took to develop. Like, excuse me? What? This game better give me the best suck of my life. It better be so good. It better be so good. I was playing Breath of the Wild literally 4 hours ago, doing 900 Koroks, collecting that shit. If Tears of the Kingdom ain't bending me over and that's my 2023 most anticipated games. Let me know what you thought. Let me know if I missed anything. It's gonna be a pretty damn good year for video games. I'm gonna go broke, so hopefully, you know, there's some shitty games out there that I just don't have to buy. But, you know, hopefully, you know, get some gifted games, get a nice job so I can buy all the damn games, because fuck. But either way, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know what your favorite game or most anticipated game of the year is. And, yeah, have a great rest of your guys' day. Adios.